So when you're making a margarita, the one thing that you really want to make sure that you have is a tequila that is 100% agave. Well, welcome back to the Food and Drink Chronicles, everybody. Today I am making a margarita, but I'm not just making any kind of margarita. I'm actually going to be using a Don Julio 70 that is pretty much like a crystalline tequila. And this tequila, I'm sure, is going to be really, really good. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how to make it. This tequila right here is 100% agave. Now, if it does not say 100% agave, don't even buy the stuff. This is what you want. You want 100% agave. Also, it's got to be tequila, and tequila comes from one place, and that's Mexico. And that's exactly where this came from. So this is a crystalline tequila. Now, the one thing I will say about crystalline is if you're going to make crystalline, you're going to need some very fresh limes, because the tequila is pretty smooth when you mix it with all the ingredients. And if you don't have the right kind of limes, it's going to taste kind of sour or bitter, depending on what those limes have done and how they've aged. Now, if the limes are perfect, it's going to taste really good. So keep that in mind. And with this setup right here, I've got my lime juice, I've got my water, I've got my limes already cut, I'm ready to go. And I actually have my organic agave that I get from Costco. So pretty good agave. Triple sec wise, I have this Sterling's triple sec, which is an all natural. It's infused with sun-ripened orange for a fresh squeezed taste. Now you can use Contro if you want Contro, but for today, I'm just gonna use triple sec. Now I know I'm using a fancy Don Julio that's a crystalline. I should be using Contro, but guys, this is just what I have on hand. So this is what I'm gonna use. But anyways, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna make the drink right now. All right, first thing, I do have this shaker right here, and I'm gonna use the smaller part of it, and I'm gonna fill it up with ice all the way. Now, I'm not gonna be using the ice from this shaker. This is just what I'm kind of mixing the cocktail with. But whenever I'm done, I'm gonna put a big ice cube into my glass, and this is my glass right here that I will be using. All right, so first things first, I'm going to measure an ounce of lime juice. I'm gonna add that lime juice to it. Now I'm gonna do an ounce of water. Now this is filtered water. It's not tap water from the sink. You don't wanna use that. You wanna use good water. And I'm gonna add half an ounce. It's a little under half an ounce of agave syrup, because I don't want it to be too sweet. And actually, the reason why I don't use just the lime juice is because I don't want it to be too tart. I'm trying to make a very balanced cocktail here. So, which is why I use ingredients like this. You could use simple syrup. I'm not a big fan of simple syrup, but you can use it. Some bartenders prefer to use that. I prefer to use agave with everything. Much cleaner and much healthier. My Don Julio, guys. Haven't opened it yet. So let's listen for that sound of it opening. Ah, it's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna pour myself 2 ounces into my jigger. Easy does it. No spillage. Perfect pour. 1 ounce and another ounce. For my triple sec, I haven't opened it up either. So you can hear that nice crack. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna use half an ounce of this triple sec. Just half an ounce. Kind of helps with that flavor. Really brings out the taste of the tequila. Anyways, that's pretty much it. So you got your lime juice, your water, your agave, your tequila, and your triple sec. So now all we have to do is shake. Now shake vigorously for about 30 seconds. All right. Get a little snap. I got a strainer here, it'll take out the ice. But before I do that, I gotta get my big ice cube. So hold on for a sec. All right, I'm back. And I got my mold of ice cubes here. Ooh, there it be. Big, giant ice cubes. All right, so we're gonna take one out. Gotta really play with that mold. Here we go. All right, and put that big chunk of ice into your glass. I'm gonna put this ice back. I don't want the ice to melt. It takes a long time to get these cubes to actually freeze up, so why leave them out? Put them back in the freezer. All right, now we can strain. So put your strainer on top and just let that kind of just go down to the very, very top of the cube. Now I know, guys, I have not added salt to my rim. I'm actually not a fan of adding salt to my rim. I'm just gonna garnish with my lime wedge and call it good. All right, that is my crystalline margarita with Don Julio 70. A little bit tart, but not too tart. Actually pretty smooth. I can't really taste the tequila at all. That's one thing I do like about these crystallines. So if you're not a big fan of like that tequila flavor, it kind of tastes like old sugar. This might actually be better for you, but this is great. I like it. I encourage you guys to go out and make this drink. Buy the nice fancy Don Julio. But that's gonna be it, guys. See you on the next one. Food and Drink Chronicles out.